In today's really hectic life, a lot of us can be stressed, and some people even suffer from debilitating anxiety. But my guest today says nobody has to suffer from that, and he's going to show us how to cure ourselves of anxiety. Welcome to Happiness Adventure. I'm Lisa, and together we'll explore ways to cultivate real joy in our lives. Welcome, Steve.
Oh, thank you very much for inviting me, Lisa. It's great to be here.
You study something called energy psychology and use it in an app that you've created. What is that?
It really is about how the body works. So we're all electrochemical reactions. A little bit of matter involved, but that holds everything together. So everything we see, do, hear, remember, feel about is all electrochemical reaction. So when you feel good, you'll get some serotonin, some oxytocin, which is of course called the cuddle drug, which everybody should cuddle every day.
Yeah.
And you get dopamine when you do something and achieve something. But on the other hand, you're going to get adrenaline and you're going to get cortisol, which is the ones when we get anxiety, when we get stress, when we have to fight and flight. So the whole thing about the body is it's an electromechanical system. So with a system, it can go wrong, it can be put right. It can flow one way, it can flow another. If it's flowing one way and it's not working for you, I can show you, or we can show you, the way you can help it to flow the other way so it will be right for you. So you can change your thoughts by changing your chemistry.
Wow. What is the main vehicle for doing that?
The main vehicle for doing that is to create the natural way the body would generate the great chemicals and the great electrical reactions to those chemicals. Let me give you an example of childhood. When we're kids, when we're upset, mum and dad would do what? They'd
Kind of hug us and pat us. Yeah.
hug us, they do this. And people do this when they're stressed, they do this. They might mop their brow, mop their face. All of these things generate massive amounts of good chemicals. Naturally, that's how we've survived over the years. However, we don't want to get rid of the bad chemicals, because when we walk through the desert and we see a little wiggly thing, we want our amygdala to go bang, run away, Steve, run away. So we need to cultivate that. So the whole way that we do it is we get natural ways of generating oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine to overlay onto the cortisol or adrenaline to reduce the stress. You can affect the body by talking, by words, but you can also have thoughts, but you can also affect thoughts by how the body feels. So for example, a fear of falling. If you have a fear of falling, it's 10 out of 10. You just won't go up a ladder, you won't go over a bridge, that type of thing. We can ask you to think about that, and at the same time ask you to do certain physical things which will generate an electrochemical reaction, which will cut the emotional component of the memory. So the next time you think about going over a bridge, the emotional component doesn't come with it, and you don't get that, that in the tummy bit. Because we all know, don't we, that if you get the tummy bit, you start thinking, oh, I'm anxious, because you've got a physical feeling.
Right.
Or if you start thinking about being anxious, you get the physical feeling. So they work together.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
They are. But if you can get a memory which has an emotional attachment to it and cut the emotional attachment, then the memory doesn't hold any fear, anxiety or stress for you anymore. And you can do that really quickly.
Can we do a demonstration of how that might work?
Sure.
Okay.
So let's think of something that you're anxious about.
I get anxious every time I go on camera.
Okay. So thinking about that, how anxious, scale of 1 to 10, how anxious might you get?
Oh, I can get up to a 10.
Okay, well think about it now and get some anxiety. Okay.
Yep.
So what I want you to do is I just want you to take your left hand like this,
Okay.
and your right hand like this, and I want you to tap on the side of your fingers on your hand like that for about 10 or 15 times. Okay, so now you've done that, what I'd like you to do for a rapid reduction of anxiety is I'd like you to grab both of these fingers with this hand and squeeze the fingers.
Does it need to be my left hand?
No, it could be either hand you can squeeze.
Okay.
You just squeeze them, not too hard, but just squeeze them.
Okay.
Okay, now come back to me.
Okay.
Now find your anxiety again. Find your anxiety, get it as high as you can. How high is it?
2.
Where's it gone?
I don't know. How did that work?
Very well.
That is really mind-blowing.
Isn't it? We wanted to be able to say, let's go to the single mothers in the East End of London. Let's go to the people who have nothing, on the street, and enable them to have access to things that might well relieve them of anxiety and stress, and give them that one little bright bulb that says, yes, there is hope. Yes, I can go forward. Yes, I can do that. And so we've created this app targeted primarily at children taking exams. We know the stress that kids have with exams these days, the stress, the pressure to be up, top results, get into the Ivy League, get into this, get into that. And massive amount of harm that children are doing to themselves through stress and anxiety for exams and tests. So what we'd like to be able to do for $1 or $2 is to sign up to our app and you just use it. Just do it so everybody would have access to it.
I've been speaking to Steve McNulty about how we can literally change the anxiety in our mind by influencing the energy in our bodies. And he walked us through an example or two of how to do that. If you'd like more guidance on how to step by step reduce your anxiety by yourself in just a short period of time, he's got a brand new app coming out called PsySense I. The link to that is in the description box right below this video. While you're there in the comments section, please let us know if you've heard of energy psychology before. And when you try it out, let us know how it goes. Your input into this channel really transforms it into a community. So please like and share. And I invite you before you leave to subscribe to Feed Your Happy with a bite-sized video each week.